I help women, especially in midlife, to create a second income that requires only 2 hours a day and you make 100% profit. You can do this while you sleep because you set it up and it's on automation. So the reason why I started digital marketing was because I knew I needed something more. I knew I needed to create a second income stream because it was important to me to provide for my family, to have something that I can rely on if I had an emergency or when I retire, because the unpredictability these days is so high that we don't know when our jobs are going to go upside down. I've been a hairstylist for 29 years and I've noticed a trend on clients, and it's not one time, it's like an ongoing trend. And I've been working long enough to know that my clients are very consistent, and I have always had that luck that I had really amazing clients. For many years, I've kept my clients, but I've noticed a trend that people are not either not spending their money or they're not being thoughtful about canceling last minute. I mean, if someone is sick, obviously you understand, right? But people are not being thoughtful about canceling last minute. Things come up, and this is a luxury, and it's understandable. Like I don't get upset. I know that things happen and we have to do something different. But in my case, I realized that I couldn't depend on my clients anymore. I'm depending on my clients to be there when they schedule an appointment. So when people cancel and you have this recurring situation happening, that the economy and things are not good and people are losing their jobs, that there is something that you have to do. You have to do something. You have to do something different. So that's why I'm here today. I started my digital marketing journey and I haven't looked back because I've realized that there's so much potential in this industry, especially because I can do this from anywhere in the world. And that is probably the most ideal situation for anyone right now, right? It's really hard to go work for someone when you've been working for yourself for a really long time. So digital marketing is going to allow me the freedom to be able to create this second income stream from the comfort of my home if I'm on vacation or if I'm sleeping. And that is what I like the most about it. And that's why I come here in this platform and I talk about it, because I think that we are not taking full advantage of this. It's super important that we find something extra that we can do. We learned this in the pandemic. We learned that we needed to make an additional income stream because our paychecks were gone. We learned that. I did. I created a jewelry line and I started making jewelry. I never did jewelry before. I had never done any of that, but I did it because I knew that if I didn't create something that had potential income to it, I was going to be in trouble, because savings start going. We used almost all our savings during the pandemic. So this is why I've always knew that I needed to find something that was sustainable and that can run on its own and that can leave a legacy for my family. And I can create that additional income that was going to help me to do all the other things that I've wanted to do. So this is why I uh, decided to start my digital business. And it's been great ever since. I am learning more than I've ever thought I was going to learn. There is so much to learn. And in my platform, there's so much education that is included in it at no cost. And this is like the beauty of this. I'm learning something new. I'm learning a new skill. So I'm open to that. And that's really important. I realized that digital marketing was the answer because it hit all the points for me. It took very little time. I could do it from anywhere. And I didn't have to invest thousands of dollars. And I had a product that was resellable without me having to buy another one. So it hit all the points, and I thought that that was really important for me. So even if I'm working at work, I want this product to be working for me. So even if I am working at the salon, I don't want to have to rely on not having an income, So, it's fine when I'm working, it's great. I love it, but I want it to be there for me, working for me. So when these things happen, like cancellations or God forbid I get sick, there's no money coming in if I get sick either. That's another thing. So I have to kind of think about all those things. The beauty of this also is that you could do it part-time. This doesn't require full-time, especially if you're only using one platform. It really is a part-time job. So that's the beauty of that. You make 100% profit, right? And that's certainly very attractive because you're not sharing your income with someone else that's above you. So when you sell products for other people, they give you a percentage of it. And that's great when you're doing affiliate marketing, because when you're doing affiliate marketing, you are getting a commission for the products that you're helping them sell. But when you're dealing with an MLM or something that is more pyramid like, you're not really getting to that top tier very easily. It takes a lot of work. So this, you make 100% income and profit, and that is really amazing. Hello there. Another thing that's super amazing about this business is that it's bilingual. So you have two programs. You have it in English and Spanish, and you're able to resell with the resale rights. You can resell the program in bilingual, and therefore, even if you don't know Spanish, you can sell the product in Spanish. So that's really amazing, and I think it's a great way to introduce other people to creating their own income stream and having this possibility of creating such a better future. Let's say people from Spain, they can start, you can start a whole line of work on that side just from the comfort of their home. People from South America that speak Spanish, you can do that. And you don't have to speak Spanish to sell the Spanish program because everything is in Spanish. So it walks them through. You're not the tech, you're just providing the product. You can help them and answer some questions, but it answers it for them. Another important part of my digital program is that we have a community. So when you start a business, you are usually alone. You're on your own, you don't have people guiding you and cheering you on and helping you when you have tech problems, right? Or anything like that. Within our community, we have tech support, which they can either set the system up for you if you like, which is another really good thing. I say anybody that is really not tech savvy and doesn't want to do it, you don't even have to do it yourself. You pay this person and they put it together for you, and it's done, literally done for you. And all you have to do is show up. So what I'm doing today is basically what you would normally do, which is show up to your lives, let the world know that you're here and what you're offering, and that's pretty much it. So what you're doing is minimal compared to what the program has already done for you. You're your own boss. You do things at your own time, and you pretty much set your own schedule, which is a beautiful thing as well. If you're curious about how this works, just drop Blueprint in the comments and I will send you all the information you need. When you respond and you say Blueprint, I'll send you a link and I'll share you exactly the blueprint of the product that I was introduced to, so you can see it and determine if it's something that you're interested in. You can decide if you don't want to do the higher tier. I did the higher tier only because I'm all in. You see, I was all in. So I knew that even though this was pretty unaffordable for me at the time, but I knew I had to do this because if I didn't, I felt like I didn't want to do step by step. I felt like I had more to offer people if I had the entire program. But if money is an issue, you can start with the lower tier, which is $100 program, then a 300, then a 600, and a 900. The top tier would be the Spanish and English. But that's the beauty of this, that you're able to start wherever you are in your life, and then you can always upgrade. Yes, it is best to come in at the higher tier, in my opinion. I don't know where you came in, but it is best to come in at the higher tiers because I feel like you have a better possibility of making a greater income. So yeah, definitely. Let's be real. Life is getting busier and we're working harder, but are we really making any more? Are we really getting what we deserve? And also, if you've ever felt like you're giving it your all and you still don't get ahead, that is another good question. Why am I in this predicament? Why I need to find something new? And these are the things that you have to try to focus on, because nobody's gonna answer those questions for you but you. You have to make the decision. And this program is about creating freedom. This program is not about getting rich overnight. This program is about creating a residual income stream that builds on itself. And you can create this income that will leave a legacy behind for your family. And that's the beauty of it. And you have to see it that way. This is not something that I would say, go in, quit your job. I would never say that. That's not something I would do. This is something that you do on the side because this is something that takes time. This is something that you have to learn. It's a new skill. This is not something that you're just going to throw yourself at and forget about the world and you're going to put a video on YouTube or on TikTok and you're going to be famous. This doesn't work like that. This works with you reaching your ideal client, someone that is maybe in the same predicament that you are, that you had a difficult time, with, let's say in my case, my clients, that people are canceling, or that you're in credit card debt and you need to pay off things, this is where you would go in. You will go in to provide security for the future. You start working and doing, you start working on this and um doing the work that is going to eventually pay off. So it takes time and effort for people to get to know you, for people to trust you. That's very important, for people to trust you. So they don't want to invest in something that they don't know it's real. But the main points on this program that I've learned, and the most important thing that I've learned from this program, is that it's like a learning platform. It's for learning. You learn to create what we're doing here. You learn to talk to your ideal client. You learn how to leverage YouTube. You learn how to grow your audience. You learn how to talk behind the camera. You learn what your message is. And these are things that we don't know. We just learn them as we go. And there's a lot of work that goes into that. And the platform offers that free education, which is amazing. So just to be clear, okay, you can come in. You can come in. So just to be clear, this is not network marketing. It's not cold messaging. You don't have to call anybody. The beauty of this product is that this is why we do it like this. We do it through social media. We share with the world. So people that want something more, they come to us. They are the ones messaging us. So you're not calling like friends, family. You're not expecting them to help you to build this business. This business is built by people that are looking for what you're offering. And if they feel like your message is what they need, then they're going to buy from you. And that is the way that this works. Whether you're on YouTube, or you have, another platform like IG or whatever, you have to put yourself out there and let people know. And eventually people will get to know you and trust you and like you. And that is the key to being able to build on this business. And you build this business around your personality, your values, your story, and your vibe. You're not building this business because you saw somebody else say something else on TikTok about whatever digital product, and you run with that. You go with your story. Your story is what is the connecting reality for people. People need to connect with you. People need to feel your pain, and they need to connect with you. Literally, they need to connect with you. And the beauty of putting out content, and this is one of the things that has been really, I know this, but when you don't think about it, when you put your content on, it's forever there. If you don't delete it, or it gets deleted, or the platform crashes or something. So your platform is evergreen. These platforms that are evergreen, they have your content forever. And it's almost like when you put money in the bank, in a high interest bank account, like a savings account, and they're paying you 4%, let's say, for example, and you have it there for 10 years, you build on top of that. So you're building your audience, and people are seeing your things, even if it's 5 years from now or a year from now. So that's the beauty of digital marketing and doing your presentation via video, that on these platforms, people will see you eventually. So that's another beautiful thing that I love. And another thing is, like I am 10 years to retirement, approximately, if they don't raise the retirement age. You don't have to wait till retirement to do something like this. You can do this now. And this is the reason why I'm encouraging women to start their journey in another business that is theirs, because you don't know if you're going to be ready for Social Security, or Social Security is even going to be there. You don't know if you're going to be economically ready to retire. So this is one of the reasons why I've made a point in starting now. When I found this, I knew it was the right time, because if you start now, you build on that savings and you have something for later. And not only for later, but if you build this business correctly, you can potentially have residual income even after you retire, not just saving it until retirement, because it's going to work on its own. It's out there, so that's the beauty of it. So, when you talk about trading time for money, like what we do when we go to work and we work for someone else and then they pay us for our time, I believe that digital marketing breaks all those rules, because digital marketing will do it even if you're not here. So that's the beauty of this. And that is probably the best part of this program, or of selling digital marketing programs, that you don't have to be present all the time. So I like that. You also don't need to be the smartest person in the room to do this. You don't have to be tech savvy. All you need to do is be consistent. Consistency is usually the reason why most people do well, being consistent. You don't show up once to do something and expect miracles. You have to do it every day, continuously. I wasn't the best hairdresser when I got out of school, but I became a really good hairdresser 29 years later because I was consistent and I learned all the things, right? I learned how to be 100% present for my clients. I learned how to do hair. When I did hair, I gave it 100%. I was present when they spoke to me. I listened when they sat in my chair. When I was doing a haircut, I wasn't talking on the phone or texting. You know, if you're consistent and you're present and you do your work consistently the same, you will always have recurring clients. And that is with anything. And the same with this. If you're consistent with your videos, if you show up every time, those are the things that people like to see because they want to know that you're real and that you're not faking it, right? Another thing you have to be open is to learning. You know, this is not something that you're just going to say, I'm going to buy this program and it's going to work. You have to learn. You have to learn how to do these things. So it's super important that you take your time and you learn everything that you can learn. And every day is going to be a new experience. And every day you're not going to feel the same. You know, not every day I feel like being behind the camera. I don't. But guess what? I feel like if I could just help one more person to achieve their dreams and help them economically, because I'm offering them something that could potentially change their lives, that's what I think about. I don't even think about myself at this point. I just want to offer someone financial freedom, you know. And for some people, financial freedom could be an additional $500 a month because that's what's making their day, you know. Financial freedom sounds like, oh, you don't need you have it all, you don't need to worry about your bank account, but in reality, for some people, just another $500 a month means the world to them. And that's how I see this. So that's why I do it and I get on camera. And sometimes even when I don't want to, I feel like I have a responsibility at this point. I can't hold something so special in my hand and not share it. I just can't do it, you know? So as I get closer to this live, I just want to say that this business is more than just building an audience. This business is more than that. This business is building community, building people, putting people together in the same room that are like-minded and that want to succeed and do better. And honestly, I'm still learning and I am going to be learning for a long time. And I'm just going to enjoy this journey. And I hope that you guys come along to join me in this journey because I feel like if you've been looking for something and you know that you don't want to have to work for someone, you want to do it for yourself and you don't want to make a big investment and you're willing to put the work in, then this is the business for you. So just make sure that you check the links around this video or message me Blueprint and I will be happy to send you all the information that you need.